And welcome back to London Live News. A couple of talking points for you now with some guests. And according to new research looking at workers across 16 different countries across the globe, the UK has the highest rates of bad mental health. The Centre for Economics and Business Research conducted the stats with AXA as part of the Mind Health Index. More than a fifth of UK adults are in emotional distress, defined by the study as struggling. Well, the CEO of AXA has been talking Alicia through the information.
What we try to basically understand is how the mind health is in the different countries. We have in this over 16 countries, 30,000 people. And for the UK, it's consistent with last year. We are at the bottom of the league, if you want, in terms of mind health. I think we have 21% of the people in the UK who say they are struggling. So that's 1 in 5. It's a little bit better than last year, but it's something that we have to think about what this means. On the more positive side, we have more people who believe that there's less stigma around mental health in the UK than in other countries, which might be one of the reasons why we see a bit more people allowing themselves to say that they are struggling.
What can companies be doing to make things better for people?
So companies, that's a big part of the theme. Yeah, what we have done, we also want to see what this means for the economy, and together with the Centre of Economic and Business Research, we have calculated around 28 billion that the economy loses every year in the UK due to mental health challenges. What companies can do, firstly and foremost, having a culture that is built on trust, respect and kindness, so that people feel safe when they are at work, they can express themselves, they can be themselves. It's absolutely okay to not be okay sometimes. And people should not feel bad about that. And that has to do with the culture that you can build in a company. Secondly, every company can put in place some tools and advice for people to use them. So, for example, what we have is we have mental health first aiders. So if they spot that someone is not in a good place, we try to have a conversation. We have online tools, apps that help you to drive or to work on your mind health and so on. So there are many things companies can do. But the most important thing is that they have a culture that allows people to be there and feel safe and the way that they can be in the workplace. And it makes a big difference. Companies that provide proper support see that their employees are twice as likely to be happy than not.
You touched upon it a little bit earlier there, but you say about the fact that people in the UK are perhaps a bit more open about talking about their mental health and a bit more aware of the signs. Do you think that that's what this is down to, why the numbers don't look so good for the UK?
I think it's definitely a mix. I think part of it is probably the way we think about ourselves and the way we allow ourselves to articulate that we are more open to say it than other countries. At the same time, I do think the last 18, 24 months have been really tough. They have been tough on all of us, with COVID, the cost of living. So it's not an environment that has been easy, and that translates itself also into the numbers we do see. What we also have seen is that although on average it's 21% people struggling, when you look at subgroups in terms of the younger ones between 18 and 26, many more people are struggling. Almost half of them, 48%, would say that they are having a mental health condition. That's 1 in 2. And that worries me most, that we have the younger generation struggling more than the older one. That's not the way it should be.
There we go, Alicia with the CEO of AXA there, talking about the mental health.